all, good morning from Bengaluru, from Electron City Flyover. Well, I'm on my way to take a test ride of the most awaited bike of the year 2017. Yes, that is TVS Apache RR310. Alright, so I reached the TVS showroom. The Apache RR310. So here is the TVS Apache RR310. Well, it looks damn sexy though. Alright, before I ride this bike, I want to tell a few things, few awesome facts about this bike. Well, before cranking the engine, let me tell the figures of the bike. This bike churns out 34 bhp at 9700 rpm. This is a 310cc motorcycle. This is having basically BMW engine underneath, and this bike produces around 27.3 newton meters of torque at around 7700 rpm. Conventionally, all the bikes will be having the front inclined engine, whereas the TVS, what they have done is they have reverse inclined engine. Now they have considered a lot of factors to make this engine reverse inclined. A lot of things has been taken into consideration. Well, this is the first motorcycle that is reverse inclined. You can see that the exhaust chamber is over here from the back. Conventionally, all the bikes will be having the exhaust chamber from the front, that is like this, from the front and the inlet in the back, whereas this bike is having inlet in the front and exhaust in the back. Well, the main advantage of this setup is not just about the performance or anything much to do with the engine performance. This is basically for dimension as well as performance. You see, the advantage of making the engine reverse inclined is that it's just like keeping two shoes. If you keep two shoes in the same direction, it will take more space in a box, whereas if you keep a shoe reversed, the compatibility, the size of the box will be smaller. Same technique has been applied to the engine, that is in the reverse inclination form. Well, the advantage of this setup is getting more space in the middle and very good mass centralization of the bike. Now this setup would make the bike shorter wheelbase, which is actually good thing, but too much short wheelbase would actually keep the stability of the bike at risk, especially in the corners. Now this gets brilliant. This is where the TVS became very intelligent actually. The TVS has pivoted the swing arm towards the engine, more towards the engine, which advertently gave an opportunity to extend the swing arm and bigger chain setup. Well, you might have observed in drag race motorcycles like Hayabusa or any other bikes, it has longer swing arm. This is mainly to get good stability in the high speed. This setup has also give the bike an opportunity to shed some weight, that is some metal from the exhaust pipe, which comes all over from the front to the rear. And most importantly, this setup has given the bike a little more ground clearance. This bike is having around 180 mm ground clearance, which is highest in the segment. Not just in the segment, you take any fully faired bikes like R15, Gixxer, KTM RC390, any fully faired bike, even the Duke 390 is having lesser ground clearance than that of Apache RR310. Compared to RC390, it is just 2 mm more, but still it is more than RC390.
It don't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. Winning's winning.
As per the matter of specification of brakes, the front is around 300 mm Bible disc brake with the ABS. The bike comes with the dual channel ABS, and the rear is around 240 mm rear disc, which is 10 mm more than that of a KTM RC390. Alright, when it comes to the matter of looks, this bike looks a lot more like a Panigale, Ducati Panigale. This is a beautiful bike, but few of the designs has been inherited from the Panigale. The side view and the handlebar and even the rear. Alright, so this bike is having one touch self start, just like many other super bikes, and even the KTM RC390 has the one touch start. You can see that you don't have to crank the engine too much, just one touch and just by the bike just starts. Just one touch and the bike starts aram se. Alright, now comes the awesome part, riding Apache RR310. Oh, this bike roars like lion. This is awesome. Well, I don't have the opportunity to ride in a highway or a very plain road. I'll try my best what I can ride in this residential road where there is empty. Alright, first gear. Well, there is a gear shift indicator that pops up around 8k RPM, and the response of this bike is amazing. Alright, first and second gear. 0 to 60 in hardly few seconds, 2.75 seconds, and I don't know, I didn't count it, but this bike goes to 0 to 60 in just few seconds. Might be max of less than 3 seconds, that's for sure. I reached around 70 kilometers per hour now. And the awesome thing about this bike is that you don't feel as if this is a very heavyweight bike. This is 167 kilos, and actually I don't feel that much. This bike comes with the Michelin Pilot series. The tire is 110 in the front and 150 in the rear, and it seems like this bike is having very good maneuverability. Well, not that as agile as RC390 maybe, because the suspension is little on the soft side in the front side, and also in the rear it's not that hard, but the front is very soft. But that's okay, the bike response is very nice. As that for a gearbox, this 300cc motorcycle is having very smooth gearbox. Okay, as out of a gearbox, as I was saying, this bike is having very smooth gearbox, not like a RC. The clutch is very smooth. The clutch is not that heavy for that of a 300cc motorcycle. Okay, I'm just waiting for one empty road just to see. And normally I have tried Apache 300, Apache 200 as well as Apache 160. Compared to those two vehicles, this bike gearbox is very smooth. Even in the first and second gear, the bike gearbox is very smooth. The rear brake is not that strong, but this bike is having dual channel ABS, and when I tightly hold the rear brake, I can actually feel the ABS working. But more than the rear brake, the front brake is more responsive. I felt that the rear brake might have been a little stronger, but I guess for this motorcycle being having that much power, giving a very strong rear brake would what do you say, lower the stability. Well, of course, this bike is not that very aggressive as that of a KTM RC390, but this bike is clearly much more aggressive than that of a Honda CBR250. Now that I have raced and rode the bike slowly as well, the fueling is very linear, the throttle response is linear, and when you rip the bike off more than 4.5k RPM, the bike's responsive increases very rapidly up till around 8k RPM. When I go to 100, the rear brake really, I literally felt the ABS working. When I plunged the front brake hard, I could feel it. The ABS is very good. The dual channel ABS is very good, and this bike is having the closed loop fuel injection, 6-speed gearbox, 9-plate multi-plate clutch. For a quarter-liter engine, this bike is very smooth and responsive, and even at the speed of 40 kmph in 4th gear, this bike is not jerky at all. And I'm slowing down in 4th gear. Yeah, I'm going in 30s in 4th gear, and the fuel injection very intelligently manage the vehicle in that speed. It is not jerky at all. The fuel injection, yes, the closed loop fuel injection works very well. I have ripped the bike a lot. I feel guilty as well as very happy. The tire is not as good as Metzeler, but it's okay, it does the job. For street or a city touring, this bike is just amazing. Sounds amazing. Okay, to check out the exhaust note. Well, I have enjoyed a lot. Rutvik, thanks a lot, Rutvik. This bike is truly amazing. So now the verdict, the big question: should you buy the Apache 310 RR? Well, just for the sake of comparison, let's take Honda CBR 250 and KTM RC390. Well, if you want to have the taste of touring and sweet ride, then Honda CBR 250 is the bike. And if you want to have a taste of power and torque, RC390 is the bike. Well, to make it simple, if you are a biryani lover, if you want a normal biryani, then Honda CBR 250 is the bike. And if you are a guy who loves spicy biryani, then Hyderabadi biryani is what you choose. But if you want to have taste of both the biryanis, that is normal biryani and the spicy biryani, biryani, then Apache RR310 is the bike for you, because Apache RR310 has both the characteristic of Honda CBR 250 as well as RC390, the touring ability as well as the race ability. That's the verdict I tell you. So if you want to have the taste of both the bikes, that of CBR 250 and RC390, Apache 310 RR is the bike you want to choose. So with that being said, that's it guys, that's it for this episode. If you like the video, please hit that like button, and do share me your thoughts on the bike Apache RR310, as well as do share me your thoughts on the video. Please do start commenting and do share me your thoughts. And if you are new to my channel, hit that subscribe button, and if you are already subscribed, hit that bell icon so that you will be notified whenever and as soon as I upload a video. So until next time guys, see you in the next episode. If you are riding a bike, do not forget to wear the helmet, and if you are driving a car, do not forget to wear the seat belt. See you guys, see you in the next episode. Tata, bye bye, take care, have a lovely day my friends.